Hey friends, what is up? Welcome back to Life from Mars. It is your girl Marissa. As you may or may not know, this week I am talking about time travel. Obviously this is a super interesting topic. I think a lot of people think, is it real? Is it not real? But as I think we're coming to see, no, I think that it might be, okay, maybe. We are going to be talking about a supposed secret government project that involved not only time travel, but also psychic research, psychotronics, black hole simulators, and weather control. So yeah, it's a lot. In fact, many alleged that this is the actual project and government base that was the inspiration for the government base in Stranger Things. Right now, we're gonna unpack all of it. We are going to talk about it. This is the Montauk Project Conspiracy. So before I go into all of these crazy details, I just want to say real quick that if you are not already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join my little crew. I would so appreciate it. Just take 1 second, just, click the button, and then, yeah, now we can resume the video. Alright, so yes, we are going to be talking about the famous conspiracy of the Montauk Project. This is an experiment that apparently stemmed from a previous experiment called the Philadelphia experiment. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, I highly suggest you go check out my last video, which I will have linked right up here, and learn about the Philadelphia experiment as well. So supposedly, the military conducted a project called Project Phoenix on Camp Hero Air Force Base in Long Island. Some people claim that a local company in the area called Brookhaven Institute was in collusion with the government on these projects. On the company's website, it says that it researches a variety of things, including nuclear and high-energy physics, superconducting magnets and condensed energy physics, and they also have a particle accelerator. It is actually in the open that they already have had many collaborations with the Department of Energy, and they have made many successful inventions and discoveries. However, they have also been sued for radioactive contamination of both employees and surrounding areas near their facilities. There is actually a man named Preston Nichols who claimed to be at the Brookhaven Institute when this was all happening. He said that in the experiments, there was a plethora of psychic research carried out with some of the best psychics on the planet, and also with children. He claimed that some of these psychic experiments advanced so much that they were able to achieve materialization of objects, teleportation, and black hole creation, all from psychic abilities, okay? He also said that the tests were supposedly used for reality engineering and other strange, mysterious, insidious means. One man named Duncan Cameron reportedly came forward with his story participating in the experiments. He claims that he was reincarnated as the brother of Al Bielek. So again, if you haven't seen my video on the Philadelphia experiment, I highly suggest you check that out. But just to give you a general idea, the Philadelphia experiment was an experiment that was conducted in 1943. In this experiment, a Navy warship supposedly disappeared and then traveled through time. This man, Al Bielek, came forward and said that him and his brother were actually on that ship. However, he says that in the time travel that they traveled to 1983 and ended up on another government base where they were also conducting time travel research, aka this place, the Montauk Project. So this guy, he's Al Bielek's brother. He's coming forward to talk about his experiences in this supposed experiment. So he said that during his time in the Montauk experiment, he was put through tests in what he called the Montauk chair. Supposedly this chair was a consciousness amplification device. In it, he could access a fixed timeline between the Philadelphia experiment and the Montauk Project. So Duncan Cameron had claimed to actually have worked with Nichols, the guy who originally claimed to work at the Brookhaven Institute. He said that he actually directly worked with him, and they used his psychic capabilities for a project called the Seeing Eye. In it, he used a lock of someone's hair to directly access their mind. Yeah, just let that sink in for a second. He used a lock of someone's hair to directly access their mind. This is supposedly what happened, guys. So in accessing their mind, he could actually tap tap into their sight and their other senses. Can you imagine? This guy has developed his psychic ability so much that he could literally just grab a hair and see into someone's mind. Not just reading their mind, no, he can feel their senses. We are all connected, so I don't know. I really don't think that this is out of the realm of possibility, to be honest. He said that after a period of time of doing this, he actually began to try to control their senses and their thoughts. If this really did happen, these are only some of the accounts we have of what really occurred. I mean, if things as crazy as making a black hole with your psychic abilities were happening there, I mean, I just can't imagine what we don't know about. Obviously, like I said, these are very similar themes to the ones that you find on Stranger Things. But the next thing is where it becomes very obvious that this was the inspiration, or at least part of it, for this show. If you have seen Stranger Things, you know that it is about a secret government base where psychic experiments are conducted. This ultimately results in a monster being created. And in the Montauk Project, that is exactly what supposedly happened. The project ended up ending in August of 1983, allegedly 40 years to the date from the Philadelphia experiment. However, it is alleged that the project actually stopped because Duncan Cameron's psychic abilities became so powerful that he actually created a real monster. And just like in Stranger Things, the monster supposedly destroyed a good part of the base. And after that, the project was shut down. Members of this project claimed that their brains were actually wiped for them not to be able to remember anything about what happened. However, those who have come forward fiercely stand by their claims. So obviously this experiment has been very much debated as to whether it actually happened, whether some of the claims are being exaggerated, or what really happened in this project. I do think it's very interesting that they pulled so much inspiration for this for Stranger Things, because honestly, I've seen all the seasons of Stranger Things and I had no idea that this was sourced from an actual real thing, and even down to the fact that they placed Stranger Things in the 1980s. Obviously this experiment was absolutely crazy, interesting enough to make a whole show, so that should just tell you something right there. I really don't know what to think about this, but I mean, I think I'm a little more inclined to think that it could be real, just because I know that they've been doing psychic experiments for so long, and I mean, I don't really think personally, after all of the things I've seen and read about and just research I've done, that there's really any limit to the amount of psychic ability somebody could develop if they just practice. And also, I think that almost anyone could get to that point if they just really dedicated themselves and were in an actual scientific setting like this one, where they could be monitored and actively improved upon. It's honestly just so interesting to think about, and it really makes me almost want to kind of try to develop my psychic abilities, but not gonna lie, I mean, it's a little scary, you know, to think of developing powers that are that intense. With great power comes great responsibility, and I don't know, that's a lot. What do you guys think? Do you think the Montauk Project was real and that Stranger Things and that whole kind of universe could have actually happened at one point? I would love to know what you guys think about this. If you know any other details about this experiment, did you already know that Stranger Things was inspired by this? I mean, maybe I'm the only one that didn't know. I would love to hear what you guys have to say, so please leave me a comment down below. And of course, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big like. I would so appreciate that. It really means a lot. And if you are not already, please make sure that you do subscribe. I post new videos 3 times a week about everything mysterious, magical, supernatural. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure that you click the subscribe button. And while you're there, turn on post notifications, because you don't want to be missing any of my awesome videos, right? I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Go tell somebody about this crazy information that you've just learned, you know, like go try to practice your psychic powers. Let me know down below if you have any of these psychic powers, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.